just a good friend. And she called me and heard what had happened and heard Land's End and pulled the plug. She had left to go work at Quicksilver. She was running Quicksilver, the surf company.
Mm-hmm.
She called me to say, have you ever made a board short? I said, yeah. No, I never made a board short, Hunter. And can you make these shorts for board? Do you have the context? Absolutely. I got on a plane for China 2 days later.
And did you know people in China?
No. I had a partner that knew people. I made contacts. I showed up. I was going to have a meeting, I think on Thursday or Friday with Quicksilver. They're like, all right, we're going to meet. We've got people out in Asia. They'll come down and they'll meet your factory.
So did you know anything about Quicksilver, like what they were going to pay you or anything?
Well, I knew that Casey said that there was a big opportunity to make board shorts.
Okay.
I knew the person that she'd hired, this gentleman named Bart, who I loved. And they knew that I had kind of gotten screwed.
At Land's End, yeah.
So I went out and I met with this factory called Far Eastern. And I met with them I flew and I met with them on like a Wednesday. I'm like, here's the deal, you guys. We've known each other for a long time, okay? Because Quicksilver's going to be here in like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, ended up making a couple million pieces a year for Quicksilver.
Really?
Developed what was with Far Eastern at that time, developed what's called now it's like seamless. But we developed the board shorts that they weren't sewn, they were welded for the first time. So they were truly waterproof.
Yeah.
Right? They were, at that time it was, what's his name? The big surfer. Now is his own line.
Jamie O'Brien?
No, bigger.
Kelly Slater?
Kelly Slater. So I did Kelly Slater shorts for him.
Really?
Or at least the stuff that they wanted to do that those guys would wear. They were like 125 or 250 bucks a piece at the time. We ended up also doing the khaki stuff. We ended up working all over the world. And we did a lot of business with them. And that was a pretty cool experience. But that was my first foray into owning my own company. I had a partner. It didn't work out in the long run. Part of the reason was I wasn't the one making the shorts. I was like the middleman. Like I was working with the factory, right? And then I was coming out and there's a markup. And eventually what a brand says is like, what do I need you for?